I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. We move on now to page 3 of the Grade 4 Discovering Music Theory workbook, looking at the topic of rhythm and continuing with the topic of double dots. And it really is as simple as half as much again and then half again of that previous half. So you just keep extrapolating the maths out, going by half as you add another dot. And so let's just think about this. Is a double dotted crotchet equal to a crotchet plus a dotted quaver? Well, let's just think about that. So a double dotted crotchet would be a crotchet with a quaver, and then half as much again is a semiquaver. And so let's think about a crotchet plus a dotted quaver. So there's our crotchet, there's a quaver, and then half of that would be a semiquaver, and we can see it's exactly the same. So, you know, instead of adding the tie like that as it were, you could just write it all in one go with a double dot. So yeah, that's true. Is it true or is it false that a double dotted minim lasts longer than a minim? Well, of course it does, because we've lasted half and then we're going to last another half again, because that's 2 beats, sort of 2 crotchet beats. That's 1, and then we've got another half of a crotchet beat added on there. So yeah, that's true. Of course it does, because the second dot makes it last a bit longer again. Is it true or is it false that a double dotted quaver plus a semiquaver is equal to 1 crotchet? So let's just think about this. So we have a quaver, which is going to be double dotted. So a quaver, let's just diagram this out, because you know my math starts to fry a little bit here. My maths brain doesn't hold out. So we've got half layer quavers, semiquavers, demi-semiquavers. So we have the quaver, which is half of a crotchet beat, and then the dot is a quarter, and then the second dot is an eighth, like a demi-semiquaver. And actually, reading the question carefully here, I missed this at first. It's a double dotted quaver plus a semiquaver. Now, is this equal to 1 crotchet? So a semiquaver, we know, is a quarter of a beat. And so in actual fact, we filled this eighth and we have another eighth extra, don't we? We have an eighth of a beat extra. So a double dotted quaver plus a semiquaver is actually longer than a crotchet. It's false, it's not equal at all. Is it true that a double dotted semibreve is equal to a breve? Well, we know that 2 semibreves equals a breve. So let's think about this. A semibreve with a dot and a dot is a semibreve. Half of a semibreve is a minim, half as much again is a crotchet. We're actually a crochet beat short, aren't we? And so that's false. And now we have to continue with our maths brain, and we need to add up all of these different note values and write it with one note that is of the same amount of time. So by all means, do have a go, diagram it out. You know, you can just follow through the steps, diagram it out, have a go. I do suggest that you just have a go, because it's so much better to just have a go and try than just to sort of passively copy. Always work in pencil, and then it doesn't matter if it goes wrong. You can just erase it out and have another go. So I'm hoping you've had a go. Let's check these through together. Well, of course, don't be confused by the triplet sign. That just means 3 in the time of 2. So that's 3 quavers in the time of 2 quavers, which is kind of 1 crochet beat. And then we've got another crochet beat here. Crochet plus crochet is a minim. Now here we have 2 crochet beats, and then here we have a crochet. Half of that would be a quaver, and then half of that again would be a semi-quaver. So we've got 1 3/4 beats there, because if we just look at this 3/4, we can see there's half of a beat. There's a quarter of a beat. We're a quarter of a beat missing, which now completes here. That completes that final part of this crochet beat. So we've got a crochet beat here, and then between the dots and this semi-quaver, we've got another crochet beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 crochet beats, which is equal to a semi-breve. Let's have a look here. Now here we have a triplet. That means 3 in the time of 2, so that's 3 semi-quavers in the time of 2 semi-quavers, which is equal to 1 quaver. Quaver plus quaver equals a crochet. And then here we have a minim, which is 3 crochet beats plus this one, which gives us a semi-breve again. What do we have here? We have 2 crochet beats. We'll come back to that one in a moment. Quaver plus quaver gives us 1 crochet beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4, which is 8. And so that's a breve, isn't it? Which is 2 semi-breves worth. Oh, we've got a minus here now. So we have an 8 crochet beats minus 2. If we do it in maths, equals 6 crochet beats, and we know that we could write that as a semi-breve, which is 4, and then the dot after it is half as much again. That gives us our 6 crochet beats. Continuing on, remember 3 in the time of 2 means 3 minims in the time of 2 minims, which is the same as 1 semi-breve. Plus a semi-breve equals a breve, 2 halves of a breve, semi, as the word describes. And then again, we've got another minus here. So we've got a semi-breve, a dot is half as much again, which is a minim, that's 6 crochet beats, minus 1, minus 2, so that's 6, 5, 4, 3. That's 3 crochet beats, which is a dotted minim. And that's that page completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. And for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website, where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.